I'm in St Keyne, which is about 4 miles from Loo in Cornwall, and now and again you discover restaurants and hotels which really are little gems, and the Well House is one of them. Nick Wayford, you're the proprietor of this hotel and internationally renowned restaurant. What a superb location. How did you find it?
Well, we've been here 14 years now, and before that I worked in London for 20 years.
Yeah.
And I decided I'd had enough of the business, the PR business, and of London.
So you weren't in the restaurant and the hotel business then?
No, but I've always loved food and I like wine. And I thought, at 45, I've just got time to do something else. So I started looking for a hotel, and this is what I found.
What was it before?
It was originally built at the turn of the century by a tea planter, and it was a private house. But it had a checkered career during the war. An admiral was based here, and there were also evacuees from London. After the war, it was again a private house, and then it was converted into a guest house in the 70s.
So did you go for a theme? Did anything particularly inspire you?
Well, we called it the Well House. It was originally called the St Keyne Country House Hotel, which was a bit of a mouthful. And on our site is a very famous well, the Well of Saint Keyne. And so we thought we'd call it the Well House.
And St Keyne was who?
St Keyne lived in the 5th century, and she was one of 26 children, if you can believe it, to the local king. But she was apparently very beautiful and a very good woman, and she travelled all over the West Country. And if you know Bristol, there's a place there called Keynsham.
Yes.
And she gave her name to Keynsham as well.
Oh, right.
But she travelled all over the West Country, and she gave her name to this village. And the well is dedicated to her.
Now, I mentioned that the restaurant is internationally acclaimed.
Well, thank you.
And the food is superb, I've heard. And this is thanks to your head chef, Matt Corner.
Matt Corner's my head chef at the
Is he here today?
He's here today, and I'd like you to meet him.
Good.
And he's looking forward to meeting you too.
OK, should we go meet him now?
Yes, please do.
OK. What are you cooking today, Matt?
We've got roast sea bass with vanilla. The vanilla is just a gentle infusion. And we're serving that with a herb risotto and some lime. Ooh, so we just scrape the seeds out of the vanilla and just smooth them into the slashes.
Is that your own concoction?
I'd like to say yes. I mean, I've probably heard a sort of vanilla and sea bass idea at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's more or less my own idea, yeah. Lightly flour it just to make the skin quite crispy, because there's nothing worse than a soggy sea bass skin, as far as I'm concerned. But a lot of chefs veer away from flour, but there's nothing wrong with it. Get it in there.
Are you doing a risotto as well?
Yeah, we're doing a herb risotto, so
marvellous.
the herbs are from the garden, which I've chopped up. This is a base risotto, which I cooked earlier, and just add some grated parmesan into it.
You'd spent some time in Australia. You went surfing over there, didn't you?
That's right, yeah. I was over there for about 9 months after I left here, and yeah, just surfing up the east coast of Aussie. We started off in Sydney, went north up to the Sunshine Coast. This is a base velouté, basically a white wine cream sauce made with chicken stock. I don't like to use fish stock because it tends to be overpowering and a bit too fishy. So we just have the base sauce and add it to a little bit of tomato and a few herbs. Right, I'm going to plate this up now. So we've got the risotto here.
Okay.
Just put a little bit of marjoram in there from the garden, which is very underrated, as good as basil. And some chives. Yeah. Some people thicken this with a little bit of butter at the end, but I like to leave it quite runny.
The sea bass smells gorgeous, actually. Do people tend to go for fish? Is that what they prefer?
It depends on the season, depends on the day. If you've got a really red hot day, then fish tends to be favourite. But if it's a cold wintry day, then people will probably veer more towards
Cornish pasty.
Yeah, perhaps a Cornish pasty if we did it. But we didn't.
And is the Well House an expensive place to eat?
Compare with a Cornish pasty shop, yes, I guess it is. But no, not really. £25 for a three-course meal, which I think is very reasonable.
That's very good.
For the ingredients you get, I think that's very good.
That would, by the way, just about pay for one course at Rick Stein's restaurant in Padstow.
Is that right?
So I think that's pretty good going. Ooh, wow.
Not too much cream sauce because you've got the creamy risotto there.
So you've got the cream and the chives and a bit of tomato in there.
That's it, yeah.
Lovely.
And there's a knife and fork there if you
a bit of cheese. You've got the cheese over there?
The cheese is already in there.
Oh, the cheese is in there. And what about the lime? A little squirt of
You've got a bit of lime there.
Got a little squirt of the lime on there. Well, Matt, I know that the restaurant here at the Well House has become internationally renowned. And I know that Nick values you highly, so make sure you're getting paid well.
Let's see what you think.
Oh, it's really good. That risotto is delicious.
And
Absolutely
vanilla
delicious.
coming through on
The
the
vanilla's up, that's right, that's what's coming through, that's lovely. I've never ever tasted that before, the fish and vanilla together. That's lovely. Oh, I'm staying. Don't forget, if you visit Cornwall, definitely drop into the Well House. Thanks, Matt.
Okay.